Chairman McClintock, Ranking Member Jayapal, and distinguished members of the subcommittee, thank you for the opportunity to testify. For half a century, the Cato Institute's research has shown that people, whatever their ancestry, background, or birthplace, can thrive in a free society. Our research finds that immigrants, legal and illegal, work at higher rates, generate more income and taxes, and have reduced the national debt by $14.5 trillion over the last 30 years. Immigrants improve public safety by reducing violent crime rates, meaning that you are less likely to become a victim. Fairfax highlights this reality. About half the county's residents are immigrants or children of immigrants. Its household income is double the national average. Its murder rate is less than half the average. If illegal immigrants in Fairfax were their own city, they'd have a lower homicide rate than 90% of America's largest cities and lower than the country's homicide rate overall. Nationwide, illegal immigrants are half as likely to commit serious crimes for which they're serving time as US-born Americans. Despite all this, Congress refuses to allow most would-be immigrants to come legally, which leads to illegal immigration. Just 3% of all the people seeking permanent legal status in the United States were approved in 2024. That was before the current administration banned a majority of the legal immigrants previously allowed to come, including half of all the spouses of US citizens. It has cut legal immigration twice as much as it has cut illegal immigration. At the same time, it terminated legal status for over 2 million immigrants who were already here, creating 4 times as many illegal immigrants as it has deported. America's cities must manage the fallout from this sabotaged system. Many have decided not to volunteer their cops, jails, and resources to DHS. DHS doesn't like that. But under our Constitution, cities and states don't take orders from the feds. And thank James Madison for that. Because we all know we wouldn't want the feds to dictate environmental policy, gun policy, or COVID policy to the states. If you want Fairfax to change its policies, you gotta convince them. The first step would be to give up on the mass deportation fantasy. About 1 in 5 Fairfax residents is someone who could be deported or who lives with them. It would destroy neighborhoods, rip Americans away from their spouses, parents, friends, families, customers, employees, employers, nurses, nannies, and teachers. Let me be clear. Non-citizens who harm Americans should be arrested, convicted, and deported. I think cities can help with that, but deportation is DHS's job. Indeed, you all passed the Laken-Riley Act in 2025 to require DHS to immediately take custody of people charged with violence or theft. DHS is ignoring that law. It has deprioritized threats to focus on easy targets. They aren't tracking down the serious criminal fugitives like the monster who killed Stephanie Minter. Instead, DHS agents are racially profiling Americans at Home Depots, arresting spouses of US citizens at green card interviews, beating parents of US Marines and dragging legal immigrants and US citizens from their homes without warrants. Only 6% of ICE arrests have a violent criminal conviction. ICE has arrested 150,000 people who have no criminal convictions or even charges, and we know it's not because they got everyone with a serious record. Stephanie's case and many others prove that. It's because they care about, as one ICE agent put it, quantity over quality. How many Stephanies will get murdered before DHS follows the law and prioritizes serious criminals? How many? Most Americans don't want to wait for the answer. They want to pause the mass deportation fantasy and focus on public safety. That's the only policy that will defend our safety, our prosperity, and our freedom. Thank you.